This is probably not what you're expecting me to start off an episode with, is feeding things, but I messed up a little bit. So, hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, and welcome back to more Balan Wonderworld. My anger hath boiled over, and forced me to forget my own process of how I do my videos. I forgot to start even recording. So, this new set of episodes going on here, I'm just going to insert stuff. I'm just going to insert some of the stuff I've done in Chapter 1 here, but some of the things that are going to be happening here is I'm going to be going back through levels now and redoing them to finish them up to the best of my abilities. And I'm also going to have something open on my side here to help me collect things that I've missed. This is good for both of us because now I can streamline the process on my end, but also for you as the viewer, you don't have to sit through everything because I will be editing things up and around. Now, I'm trying to recall what I said in what order, even though this literally happened 5 minutes ago. My whole plan of attack with this stuff is I'm going to be going to levels with very specific costumes, either from things I remember happening that I need a specific costume for, or for the fact that, either I remember something, a costume for a level that I got in the future and have to backtrack with, or knowledge I've obtained that's just like, oh, this is how I do a thing. For one, as you're seeing in the clip here, I've gathered up 2 of the statues here. One of them requires the spider power-up from World 3, and the other one requires the gear power-up from World 6. And I don't know how the clips are going and whatnot at this point, but shortly after I collected the gear power-up that you probably have seen in the clip here or something of that sort, I then realized, oops, I never started recording, and I exited the stage as quickly as I could, which that's something I'll kind of show here if it didn't like cut to it is now we have the choice of jumping between acts, which actually that might work out nice if I can just jump between acts. Go between acts, going back to the Isle of Tams, going to our costumes, or going straight to the boss. Now another thing that I don't think I showed that I'm going to touch on really quick here is I kind of know how something works for later on. I kind of know how something works for later on just because I am reading something to help me, but I don't think we can even access it at this point, is these statues here, these busking statues. Yeah, I don't know if I can make that jump. We need what is music-centric abilities. To my knowledge, we don't have any music-centric abilities. So, at basically, whatever these are, I'll have to come back to at a later point. I guess it may require being in the game, but I'm basically going to do another lap of the game using a guide to help me find the statues I've missed. And this is going to be a compilation of me cutting around between statues I've collected and everything else. And we're going to try and make a cohesive episode out of all this garbage that's going on. That being said, I'm going to just kind of, even though I showed collecting it, for real, I'm still going to go ahead and like pantomime how I got things, because there's the final Balan's. The Balan bout is the last thing we have to get here in this area. Oh. Okay, so if I've collected the statue, it is see-through. That was a question I had at one point, and now it's been answered. So if there is a Balan statue that I've collected and I can't collect it again, it will be see-through, but it kind of indicated that, yeah, you've gotten this one, and also help me pseudo keep track of where I've been. Anyway, this is gonna activate. Me walking over here is gonna. Oh, it didn't activate it this time. Yeah, I never got that power up, and I think that's like one of the music power ups. So it's just something hidden. But anyway, at this point, all I really have to do is I'm gonna go. Well, I guess I'll keep you with me because I think this is something that actually is kind of necessary to an extent. I'm just gonna go out to here. Oh, is this how I get one of the power-ups? Give me a key. I don't want this gear anymore. I feel like I can use the spider, but you. Oh, yeah, this is the power I haven't been able to get to yet. So there is a Father Tim statue up there that I might be able to get access to, but I might require me doing the thing. Let's keep this in real time for half a minute. That was it. That was really it. I'm actually mad. This thing that is definitely a return trip thing that you will only find by returning through certain areas of the game. That stupid thing was barred off for me for no reason for so long, just to give me gems. You know what is a better payoff for something like that than gems? A statue that you did not have to lock to a stupid ability that no one's going to put forth the effort to get and use. Whatever, now comes the point where I'm going to go do a Balan's bout, fail it, and have to redo the stage 3 times over. Okay, well, I actually won and done that, so it was just an awkward moment of silence for everybody involved. So, that is finally a full clear of a stage. One stage is finally full cleared. Also, is that like the total count of statues in the whole game? I didn't think about that, so maybe I did clear the 50% point at one point or another. A lot of statues. Oh yeah, this is the full, so I actually did get more than 50% throughout our time in the game. I am so mad that like B is not back like it is in every other game. I could just go back to the Isle of Tims at this point. Or go straight, no, I could go straight to Act 2. Hold on. I didn't open the door, never mind. I can't go back to straight to Act 2. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the Isle of Tims then and see if something will change. Yeah, we don't need to see this again. Oh! I didn't anticipate this. So rebeating a stage it gives you a reward of a rainbow gem, I guess. Yeah, that number would say 3 if I didn't mess up my recording. Thankfully, thanks to this wonderful invention called Shadow Play, I at least captured the fact that I did. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw some stuff out here. Anyway, I'm just throwing things out here. Come get your stuff. Where's blue? I'm gonna get you blue. No, purple is what I need. Here, you can have this. There. Everybody eat all these. We gotta go back to stage 1 now. So yeah, I guess the flow is gonna be kind of like this. And again, I got all the abilities, so I gotta like parse things. I gotta parse things. I don't know if I can like how quickly I can move about through stages at this point. And I probably didn't even fully feed my dudes before I came back here. Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay, what am I missing? The second one. This is I'm now remembering that I basically was fighting a sinus headache while trying to do this the first time. And hey, guess what I also just got done doing like a little bit before I started recording? Fighting off another sinus headache. Thankfully it was yesterday and not today, so I'm a little bit better for wear, but still. Now I don't think I've got a dragon. But now that I kind of know what I'm looking for when it comes to things, and also I've got a guide, I can now actually, like, just kind of snuff out a statue from a mile away. Okay, so this is one that I can do now that I have this. Also, we get to find out how deep this is. There's only, there we go. I will say, there's only one, we're still in the, area of this game, but there's only one, bout I have to go through. Okay, that is number 2. I'm getting like a little too, like, deeply involved when my searches. Also, I'm running against the camera. Why am I doing that with an ability I can lose? But, yeah, I mean, I found one of them I'm missing. Now I just literally have to find... I'm pretty sure it's beyond this at this point. Okay, well, there that goes. It literally just didn't want to do it for half a minute. That is... Okay, well, I've been making progress. I still haven't seen the bout, by the way, in this level. I haven't seen the bout yet, but I saw that, which tells me that the next statue is... like, either... It's literally in this area in front of me. Yeah, it's either in this area directly in front of me, or it's just some convoluted thing I haven't just done yet in the level itself. Oh, there's the blonde bout. I totally forgot where this was. Not what I was initially after, mind you, but... So I'm basically just missing the second to last statue, wherever that's hiding. Anyway. So, I definitely left that in, but there is definitely like a, what do I want to say? This is, a lot of this, or a lot of the earlier stage Balan bouts are much slower than later ones, which may factor into how I never got most of the later ones, because my reaction timing is terrible. But, I guess that is just something to note. I do not care about you. Okay, I see my target. I know what power-up I need. Well, I actually know a couple power-ups I need, but I gotta go run back for it. But yeah, this is kind of going to be the trend of things that we're going to be doing here, is like... This is kind of the trend that you can expect from all this, is like, I'm going to go into an area... this way. Yeah, I can do it with this, sure, why not? But yeah, like, I'm gonna, like, run it. I'm gonna have a guide at my side, but I'm also gonna be... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna have a guide at my side for if I do get totally stumped, but I'm gonna, like, look around and be like, oh, hey, where's the thing? I don't think I ever had it happen. I don't think I had it happen where, like, I saw... where I saw something... or where I saw, like, this one specifically, it's like, I don't think I ever had where it's like, I saw the statue and I have to come back for it because this one I feel like I just missed it. Sorry, I'm talking in circles. Also the note, I feel like I'm going to take a moment to just talk about this. I don't have a sinus headache today. And other than the fact that it's a little bit past the time when I would normally have lunch/dinner. Like, other than the fact that it's a little later than I want to eat my meal, my final meal for the day. So I'm, you know, maybe upset stomach cranky because of that. I'm getting mildly nauseous playing these types of stages where the world curves. I don't get sight sickness when playing games. Like, extreme cases when it comes to playing anything in virtual reality, and I'm already not feeling well, is what caused me to get sight sickness. That stage, I felt my stomach turning the whole time. But also, I kind of see what I would need to do in the future. Now, if I want to grind, is I'm literally going to just go into that. I'm going to go into a short stage. I'm going to go into stage 1-1. Try and skip as much as I can. Go into stage 1-1 and just bull rush my way to the end. We're not done with World 1. Where's World 1? I'm lost. Bro's lost. Bro's not him. Bro is lost. Okay, found it. Alright, Farmer Ted. Now, I gotta look up how to do this and see what costumes I actually need to beat the boss. The Isle of Tim thing may pop up here while I'm doing this, but I'm gonna see what the third hit is for the boss here. Okay, so I have seen how to do this, and okay, they do give you both power-ups you need to do this. So I'm just gonna do all three. I'm gonna attempt to do all three hits right now, but hit number 1 is basically dodge, walk up, and just hit them. We did that already in the first time through this. Another type of hit is literally to get on the pedestal opposite of him. I think this is a desperation attack, and pop the platform into his butt. And the last one is equally as simple. Whirlwinds. Jump into the whirlwind, knock it back with your own whirlwind. That's it. That's all 3 attacks. And that is kind of the fanfare that's going to happen with this. Is I'm basically going to see, hey, what did I miss for a hit, and what power-ups do I need to do those hits? If I've missed the hits, so. And there you go. That's all 3 statues now. We were missing the one in the middle, I want to say. I don't remember which one we're missing. So that is Chapter 1 completely completed. And I guess I got yellow... Either I didn't turn them in, or I got yellow gems for doing that. So let's go ahead and do a feed. Now, I'm not going to cut away the episode yet. I think this I think at least the first episode here is just going to be me... I think the first episode is literally just going to be me getting chapters 1 and 2 handled. And then I'll kind of loop back around for chapters... and I'll kind of gauge my time based on everything after that. So, I would go right into chapter 2, but it's about to tick over into Happier Tower of Tamalam, so I'm just going to wait for that to go over. Okay, I probably should have cut away by now, but I should mention. Yeah, it is definitely just that stage. I think it is actually full on that one stage that causes me sight sickness. It is that bad. Again, by extreme circumstances in virtual reality, where I am literally physically picked up by another human player and moved around, is the only time I get sight sickness in video games. That chapter 1, stage 2 gave me extreme sight sickness. Dear God. And who knows? Maybe I could chalk that up to the fact that I am getting older and my aptitude for strange things is not as good as it used to be. That's also a possibility. I'm still gonna sit here and throw a fit that somebody who's seasoned to the BS of the world of video games, is getting sight sickness from the world of video games. Anyway, I think I'm missing a statue in everything. And no, I'm missing just the 2 Okay, I'm just gonna do these 2 statues in chapter 2, which I'm pretty sure all I need is like I need something that flies to get to either of them. Hang on. I see this hat out here. Does it make me redo the Balan bout? Yes, it does. I don't want to do this. Oh god, I have to just let it happen. You know what? I'll take this as a mental break to walk away. So if you've completed a Balan bout, it will just be a white hat. It lets you replay it. I'm going to walk away to kind of like try and settle my whole sight sickness issue I'm having right now. Alright, I literally got up and walked away, but I heard sounds of pain, and that brings me immense joy. Oh, shoot. I had the wrong power. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it really doesn't matter in the end. It's a power-up and ability that I'm not worried about losing. Listen, you can all be angry at me. I know what my goal is. I know what I must do. The things I have to do in order to get things done. Anyway. Now I have plenty of... Oh gosh, yeah, that went up really high. I see a wind current out here, so I'm just going to gun for it. Was it starting to fade? Hold on. Was my slow fall starting to fade in that moment? Was that what was actually happening there? Anyway, I just gotta get back. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could just take the fall and be just fine. Man, I am gonna bellyache for just a minute. They really did plan. They really did plan for you just to redo huge, gigantic swaths of this game in order for you to, like, get 100%. Like, that is not even remotely close to good game design, man. That is terrible game design. Ah. Yeah, okay. I was reading up on my guide because I was like, how do I find the Father Tam statue? And then I realized, oh wait, I haven't done the stage here yet. And here's the stage. So let me go get my rocker costume back out and I'll do that. Like, I don't know what exactly this is all going to do for me if I do this. I need a... There's one. Yeah. I don't know what all this will end up doing for me. Also, I noticed this when I was, not... Well, I haven't edited a single thing here. I'll put the sheep away because I will probably need that for future things. We'll see if it can be any one of these, but, excuse me. But, well, sorry, I lost train of thought. Again, this is all going to be for gems, but, like, there's part of me that thinks that, like, they did a little bit of thinking, and there's going to be some kind of reward for getting all those stages conquered. Anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and actually find out where the Father Tim Alamadam statue is. So I didn't see it out there, but I figured I'd just take the freebie of Rainbow Gem by finishing the stage again. That was really my whole game plan, is just to finish the stage again. So, but I will say, I'm reading this guide to kind of help me if I don't see what I'm after. Reading this guide I have to help me find things I haven't found yet if I'm getting lost. It seems like there are a lot of statues at this point in the game that are 100% like, yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do this, like, at all until you get to effectively the second half of the game. Also, something else I noticed that I wanted to point out here is you can use the right stick. Like, moving is still moving. Jump does nothing when you like this. the right stick will help point you in the direction of the door you want to go in. Anyway, there's one statue in this stage that I need that I know what power up I need to get to. But this is the last thing we're going to do today. Okay, there's a Father Tim Tam statue out there, but there's like... I remembered a handful of things here, actually. So, for one, I remember this. I remember this was up here. I swear. No, the camera just doesn't work. The camera just doesn't work. Oh, this is the ability I was missing. Finally! I'm probably going to just stockpile on these. This is something I've needed for so long, man. This is something I've needed for so long. It's going to solve so many of my problems. It's going to help me get... Well, actually, I've done that baseball game now that I think about it. But I might still do that baseball game. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait here for a minute. I actually will literally wait here. I'm going to wait here for a minute. I'm going to read up on what I got. Make sure there's no, like, performance stages I have to worry about. But I'm going to farm this double jumper. I'm going to at least put one in storage because this solves so many of my problems. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I only got 2, but that's enough. Anyway, I'm not gonna get, well, I haven't seen the statue yet, but I'm at least, it's for 1. Do you have to go back? Is there a mirror around here? I think I have to find a way to go back, naturally. So, I don't think every stage has a Father Tim Tam statue, but nothing's gonna stop me from hoping there is anyway. You can miss if you mash too much. The fact that I don't want to sit through all the theatrics when I'm on a secondary trip and I'm just hitting these to make sure I get an achievement that I don't even need to get. I swear, like, this is literally, this game is held together by duct tape and a dream. Okay. Well, that rant aside, I just ran back out here. There we go. So that makes Chapter 2 complete. And I'm here to get back. And now with all this in tow, I literally just have to go straight back to the start. Oh man, can I just skip parts? I can't skip parts. I'm going to get the free extra rainbow drop by being the stage, so let me do that quick. I do want to say, my disappointment is immeasurable in that there is no fanfare for clearing a chapter. I think that's kind of what is putting a lot of sting into specifically this portion of the game for me. Is in almost every other game, there'd be some form of fanfare in any capacity that says, hey, you cleared everything for a chapter. Like, even if it was just a message that says, Chapter 2, full clear. Something like that. Like, anything that said, yeah, you did it. If there was anything like that at all, I probably would have a little more pep in my step, be a little more apt to do this. And instead of a promise I made that I'm fulfilling out of, well, stupidity. Anyway, with that, we're going to call it here. Also, I should probably look at those chapters to see if like there's a thing that says full clear on it. No, it's still the same thumb, so I literally have to go into my statue list and be like, oh yeah, there's a full clear right there. Don't repeat those words to your pastor. They'll get upset. I'm making jokes I shouldn't be making, which is definitely the point that I should end off what I'm doing. So, everyone, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Balan Wonderworld. Come back next time where there'll be more statue gathering. I may break up, I may do the recordings for future episodes, similar to how I did Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where I'm just going to do stuff. I'm just going to do the thing. And then I'm going to come in later. And then I'm going to come in like in post commentary and do my outros. Because who knows how many times the tries could take for me to find everything in a level at this point. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.